It's trying. We're live. All right. Special Wednesday edition. I got something come up tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow. So we're doing it on a Wednesday night. We're going to talk about T. Higgins signing his franchise tender. The Reds lost a tough series to Pittsburgh today. And then we've got the FC Cincinnati game rolling in the background. It'd be copyright infringement if we showed it on here, so we can just talk about it. That and more coming up next on Big Play Cincy.
What is up, Cincinnati? Welcome to Big Play Cincy. Love to have you here on this.
Well, there we go.
Evening as we play shuffle screen here.
Click the wrong button. Classic. Click the wrong button.
Just getting started off as we always do. Lots to cover. How we doing tonight, Drew?
I'm feeling pretty good. Watching a little bit of FC Cincinnati soccer. I got some money on the soccer game tonight. I put $10 on Koopa. Is that his name?
Kubo.
I put $10 on Kubo to score a goal to win $40.
I tell you what, he was hot last game. I mean, the dude, FC Cincinnati, obviously they dropped one to Nashville. Kind of sucks. Went on to play the Quakes, if you will.
Quakes.
Kubo, just some slack team that doesn't matter. Kubo scored at the Kubo. Let me look this up so I can get the exact minutes here that he scored, because it was 3 goals in succession very quickly, 78, 80, and the 87th minute. The guy went nuts. Twitter went nuts. Kubo's been on the team for a little bit now. He's kind of a fan favorite. There's like a petition going around because he's, I think, from Japan. If I'm wrong, someone can correct me. Tony Taphorn says nobody cares about soccer. Love it.
He's watching the U.S. Olympic swimming trials.
Nobody cares about U.S. Olympic swimming. There's a petition going around to get a jersey with his name in Japanese on the back, and I've seen it. I should have sent you a picture for the show. It's pretty cool. But he played like a man unhinged. I know Acosta, Lucho, assisted 2 of the goals. I don't know if it was all 3, but that's pretty electric that the former MVP is in there being unselfish and getting his guys goals. They won. They're playing right now. They're playing the Philadelphia Union. My stream's not working for some reason. Is it 0-0 like a typical soccer game?
It is, but I'm watching right now. Some dude with long hair looks pissed off. It's Kubo. That's Kubo. That's who my money's on. So score a goal, buddy.
There you go.
Time in the soccer game went from 0 and is counting up. So
that's how it works.
7:23 right now.
There you go.
So that's what I know about soccer. The time will go to 90 minutes, and then they'll play a mysterious amount of extra time because they just don't want anybody to know when it's actually over.
Yeah, it's all fake time. It's all fake time. Somebody calculates it, but it's a mystery. Even when you're in the stadium, there's nothing tracking it. They just say all of a sudden, 4 minutes of stoppage. Like, okay. I look at it as free soccer. It's kind of cool. So you get more soccer, but I get frustrated when it's like the end of the game and like it's 2-1 and we're up and the clock zeroes out and it's been a tough game and like they're kicking the ball on our side and we're having to like defend it rapidly. And then all of a sudden it zeroes out and they're like, 7 more minutes. I'm like, come on. We just won it in regular time. Why the hell are we doing this? But I don't know.
So I just know I need Kubo to score a goal on Tipico Sportsbook. I used some of my 5% cashback wagers. I finally wagered enough to get my cash back. So shout out to Tipico for giving me the cash back so I can bet with it on sports that I don't know anything about. You must be 21 years old to do that. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Professional ad read is what I like to call that.
I'm tweeting out the show here real quick. I'm not ignoring you, but yeah.
Come on, you're late.
Absolutely. I know you were quick to the draw there, dude. You were quick to the draw. So what else we got going on, man? What's going on in Reds land? I know we just kind of so.
Yeah, unfortunately, I watched the game today. The Reds dropped a stinker, and this segment about the Cincinnati Reds, as you can see on your screen, is brought to you by our friends at, I got to turn the label the right way, Garage Beer. A beer that I've been drinking since before Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got involved. I don't think Taylor Swift was involved. That's probably disingenuous to say. I drank this beer before Taylor Swift's boyfriend. I know that.
She drinks it out of glasses. She's fancy.
So Reds lost the first game against Paul Skeens. I said that Ellie De La Cruz was going to go yard off Livy Dunn's boyfriend on Twitter, and then proceeded to get dragged for saying that because he did not. He did go 3 for 4 on the night, but he did not hit a home run. Reds lost that one. Then they get the win yesterday behind 2 runs from Espinal that they really didn't deserve to win the game, but they got the 2 runs. The Reds pitching remains good, so they closed it out. And then today, 12:35 game, so I threw the game on while I was working today, and Hunter Green goes into the 7th inning, giving up 0 runs, had a really, really good day, pitched great, and just got 0 run support. Just got no run support. And then they go to the bullpen. Reynolds hits a home run. Vibes are very, very, very low.
Yeah.
And, well, they lost. So they lost the series. We lost the series to Pittsburgh. It's never, ever a good day when a Cincinnati team Pittsburgh team.
Hate Pittsburgh. It seems to be like story of our. I mean, we had Mo on last time, Mo Egger. If you guys haven't seen that episode of the show, go back. He's unbelievable guest. Awesome. Check out the YouTube, like, subscribe, all that. Beat you to it in there, K Breezy. So it seems to be like just the name of the game right now. They're pitching and they're playing all right, but they just have no offense. They can't
score. And earlier in the year, it's like, okay, well, there's no Matt McClain, and then Christian Encarnacion Strand got hurt. And the fact of the matter is Matt McClain's probably not coming back.
He's
probably not going to play this year. If he's going to, it's going to be in like August at some time, like Mo Egger was saying last week on the show. Yeah, so you can't count on that. It sounds like maybe Encarnacion Strand isn't going to come back. So we're out of time to wait. The Reds are still in it for the division, but they're definitely very in it for a wild card still. But we can't just keep sitting on our hands and trying to tread water until these guys get back, because it's not sounding promising that they do. And if they do, it's going to probably take them a while to get back in the swing of things. So we got to start putting runners on base and scoring runs. David Bell did not put out a good lineup today. I'm not a super big baseball knower, but all of the baseball knowers were like, do not like this lineup at all today.
K Breezy's comment there at 8:06 p.m. a minute ago is a pretty good comment. I mean, if the pitching is good, the hitting isn't there. If the hitting is there, the pitching isn't there. Just what the Reds do. It just seems like we get solid in a spot and then fall apart in another spot every season. I don't know. Hopefully we can get it going.
There's another good comment from K Breezy. We should probably cover this. Did you guys see some jackwagon post a TikTok leaking EA Sports Madden content?
Stupid.
That EA was on top of it and just laid the hammer down on that guy? That guy is such a stooge, and he got the hammer from EA. What are your thoughts on that?
All day yesterday, like I was a nice break from the app, but in the morning, I wake up at like 6:30 and I've got like your account's locked. We'll email you with further steps to take. So all day I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, am I suspended? Am I like, is my account banned? I know this happened to Sir Yacht up in Cleveland, and he just straight up lost his account. So I was kind of, I was kind of freaking out, kind of worried, but I was like, whatever, I'll wait for the email. So I get an email like back to back, Twitter emailing me saying, hey, it was a DCMA complaint. It was manually reviewed or something like that. You violated XYZ. Look at the bottom of this email for the person that reported you. And I go down and it's EA Sports or Electronic Arts. I'm like, what the hell?
In the game.
Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Because usually that's music. Like I'm thinking like, did I play a song or something I wasn't supposed to? Then I get an email from a lawyer telling me like, take this down, cease and desist and all this crap. And I was like, what on earth did I do? So eventually in the I don't know, it's like evening time or something like that, I finally get an email from Twitter saying, hey, we've removed the video, but you need to go back and delete that tweet, or because of this complaint, your account's going to be banned. And I was just like, this is unbelievable. Like, okay, I'll go delete it. And I know EA has like 7 million something followers and a ton of people commenting on their crap all the time. But like, if you found me, like just me, and singled me out to the point where a lawyer was sending me fake cease and desist, because I think those need to come like by a person. I don't know if they can come over email. Then like you could have messaged me and said, "Hey, bro, can you take that down? That's leaked content." Because I would have been like, "Yeah, my bad. The game looks great. I'll take it down. I wasn't aware it was leaked content because I've seen it on 42 other people's Twitters and TikToks." Like good Lord, man. It pissed me off, and I'm mad at EA.
Really, they should have had the voice guy just send you a message like, EA Sports, take it down.
Take it down. Yeah, like I didn't
intimidate you.
The lawyers like not letterhead, like signature at the bottom and all this stuff. And I was just like, did I show up to the EA studios and key the CEO's car or something? This is ridiculous. I was pissed. It wasn't a
Cheers
long,
to you.
Yeah. It
wasn't our first legal battle.
Yeah, right. It wasn't a long ban, but like they had me worried for a minute. I was like, shit, I might lose my account. So I don't know. I'm here back.
I can't believe I haven't been threatened to be banned yet.
Yeah,
but I'm in good graces with the old X machine.
Yeah,
it's Twitter. I'm going to call it Twitter forever.
It is Twitter.
So, Tony makes a good point. Please like the stream. Ron already said it, but if Tony says it, you got to do it. Tony lays the law down. So yeah, man, the Reds are what they are. They're floating around the 500 mark. They're staying kind of in it, but the offense just has to wake up, whether that's David Bell putting out better lineups, whether that's Jonathan India not struggling so much at the plate. Ellie's popping out today. Like whatever, the reinforcements are not coming. And Mo said that he thinks that they could be active at the trade deadline. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe they go get another bat. You can always use another bullpen arm, but their pitching staff is good. They have one of the better pitching staffs in the National League. So you're going to be fine there. You've just got to find a way to get runners on base and move them around. You can't just rely on a piss missile all the time, as much as we love them. We can't just rely on those all the time. So you're going to look at the trade deadline is in July, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to look at the team, maybe explore options up until then, but then after that, your roster's set. You got to go with what you got. So I don't have a ton of confidence that the Reds are going to make the postseason, but there's still a chance they could.
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know if they need to get a guy or just tweak something within. Just fix it. Do something, because I'm tired of negative Reds Twitter. It sucks.
Yeah, it is out there. I've kind of worked my way into the Reds Twitter community a little bit, because I say some dumb stuff on there, but I follow a lot of the Reds ball knowers, and it gets pretty sad sometimes. Update on the FCC game. We are now at 17 minutes 30 seconds.
Yeah, I finally got it up.
I saw a guy hit the ball with his head. I'm assuming that's legal.
Still 0-0, folks. That's the update.
0-0. But Philly, they're wait, why? Whoa. Why'd that guy just kick the ball backwards away from the goal he was trying to go to?
You got a lot to learn. We need to get you to a game. A match. Sorry, Europeans. Don't kick.
Yeah. I was I plan on coming back when the crew comes to Cincinnati. I missed the one in Columbus. I'm looking forward to getting down to Cincinnati. I know there's a few people I saw on the old Twitter app today that said they're going to be there. So maybe they need to be louder. I don't see anybody standing up and screaming. I see a lot of people sitting down.
There is like on the sides, people sit, like say you're on the 50-yard line talking football, right? Those sections sit, but on either
is that where the rich people are?
Yeah, that's where the rich people are. The Bailey, though, is an end zone style like place with bleachers. That's where everybody gets wild, and it's electric. Like PBS, Paycor gets loud, but like these dudes have drums and flares and smoke and flags. Like it's nuts. It's pretty cool, dude.
Well, and there's like chants, right? There's
yes.
Like, they sing full on songs during the game. I learned about that today. I was watching Off the Bench with Chatterbox. They do a great job. I watched their show in the mornings. They were like, I didn't know that there's like actual songs that are
organized.
There's like an album that is sang every game.
Yeah. Kay Breezy said it best there. The Bailey is basically like the student section So it's
okay.
loud, obnoxious in a good way, painted faces, all kinds of stuff. Garage beer burps live here on Big Play Cincy.
I'm getting called out that for not having the garage beer mic in the chat from my buddy Jordan.
Just get a knife, dude.
Well, see, I think my mic is bigger than. No, it could work. It could work.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see what I can come up with.
Make it work. You gotta get a white can. You gotta get the white can.
Wedge Gordon says drums, flares, flags. Sounds like fanhood performance enhancing drugs. What's stopping us from bringing smoke and flares and all that stuff into Paycor?
Paycor, the rules, security. I don't know. Like they do it at TQL. That's a part of soccer culture. Like if you look at Europe and you watch, like when I was trying to learn soccer, because like 3 years ago when I became an MLS FC Cincinnati fan, I watched like YouTube videos. Like it's just ingrained in the culture. The smoke, the signs, the flags, the drums. Like I don't know why. That's just a part of it. I would love to see some smoke from the stands of Paul Brown. Oh, gosh darn it, Paycor Stadium. I don't know. You have to say between sections 1 and 28 is where people can bring it in, and these designated people are the ones that can do it. Because I'm pretty sure that's how they do it at the FC Cincinnati Stadium for the logistics company who shall not be named, to keep your feelings intact tonight.
Oh, I see their logo right now. Gross.
But yeah, it's like ingrained in the culture. I don't know. Imagine Jamar Chase catching a pass, doing his gritty, and then all of a sudden on one end of the end zone, in the middle, and in the other side, just orange smoke.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
It would be sick. It would be so sick. It's obviously a legality issue with football and the NFL. I'm sure the NFL is the one that controls it, because other stadiums in the MLS do it as well. It's not just TQL. Sorry.
This is my plea to the Cincinnati Bengals organization. Elizabeth Blackburn, I know you have a burner account. I'm sure you're pretty locked in with what Ron and I have to say. Yeah, Zach Taylor, I know you have a burner account. I can't think of the PR lady name. She's great on there. Mm-hmm. She actually has an account. This is my plea to you, to allow me, and you can start with a trial run of just a few selected fans, longtime season ticket holders, maybe us for it being our idea also. But you got Bengals Jim out there, you got Bengals Captain out there, you got some of the big name fans that have relationships with the organization. Let us shoot off some flares. Place us strategically in different spots in the stadium. They have their seats on this end, so Ron and I, we can go to this end and just picture 50-yard touchdown pass, Burrow to Chase, and then we're just shooting off orange flares and smoke at the end. This is my plea to the Cincinnati Bengals organization, the NFL security organization. I don't know what it's called. I'm willing to undergo a background check. I'm willing to be fully vetted to let you know that I'm safe to do this. And I would love to just shoot off orange smoke when the Bengals score touchdowns right before we sing the Bengal growl. So I'm sure somebody from the Bengals organization is watching live right now. Awesome. We're just gonna put that out there.
Sure, they're watching live.
Yeah, sure they're locked in.
The millions of fans watching live and listening live. And if it's like the NFL saying no, fans can't bring weapons and marking devices like smoking in the stadiums, why not just have the Stripe Squad do it? They're a legit squad that runs out there with the flags. Have them down there. You just need a couple barrels to throw the smoke grenades in when you're done with them. Let them rip, dude. That'd be sick.
I mean, good backup plan, but us sounds way cooler.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Tony says he thinks you'll pass the background check, but he's not so sure about me. I have not been arrested since I was 14, so I'm good. That was all on my juvenile record.
There you go. Expunged.
Trying to steal Tony Hawk's Underground 2 and a fifth of Smirnoff from a Meijer store.
Is that real?
Yeah, I was a kid. I was trying to drink some liquor and play video games, dude.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah. So it was back when they would sell the PS2 games for like $20 after they were old, so they weren't locked in the case. So I'm like, cool. Got that, cut it open with a knife, stuffed the disc in my pocket, and had some giant pants on and tried to walk out with some Smirnoff. Got caught. And then the people at Meijer took me back in the room and they said, Garrison? I said, yeah. They said, are you related to Detective Garrison? I said, yeah, that's my dad. And she was like, Oh
boy.
And he showed up. He was very upset.
Yeah, I imagine.
Pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, but clean as a whistle since then. I learned my lesson. I'm not going back.
Not going back. Meyer, look out. Big Playboys coming in. What?
I now pay for everything.
Yeah, we have
no free ads.
Yeah,
no free ads.
Yeah, yes. Okay, we talked some depressing baseball. We talked about an electric Yaya Kubo and this FC Cincinnati team that we hope can win tonight and carry the torch and win the whole damn thing this season. There's some pretty big news going on with a certain wide receiver on this Cincinnati Bengals team.
Yeah, huge Andre Yoshivach news. Oh,
yep,
wait.
massive. Yeah.
No. So, as we saw, it was on the 15th it was announced, and then it became official just the other day. T. Higgins has signed his franchise tender with the Cincinnati Bengals. The timing of that is maybe a little bit surprising. I know it is for me. I said on this show that we should all expect him to follow the Jesse Bates timeline, where he shows up with a couple weeks left in camp, signs his tender, plays the year. T has decided not to do that. He signed the tender in mid-June and is expected to be at training camp when it starts on July 20th and be with the team for the entire preseason. So that is great news.
Yeah, awesome news. T's a professional. I'm not knocking Jesse Bates. That situation sucked for both sides. Whatever. The dude got paid, balled out in Atlanta. That chapter's closed. Screw it. T, though, comes in. Everybody and their mother that doesn't wear Bengals gear or bleed black and orange was telling us that T. Higgins is not going to play football for us this year. He's going to be a Titan. He's going to be a Panther. He's going to go be a Patriot. Somebody's going to pay him big money. Guess what? He's not. He's signed. He's playing this year. Probably not going to work out a deal because his very talented agent is how I'll play it. Doesn't work deals out during the season, but he's tagged. He's making $20 million. He's going to play football with us, and we're going to win the Super Bowl. Maybe we can work a deal out at the end, or maybe he goes home after that. But who knows? But this season, he's here. Why'd your eyes get big?
Some dude from Philly just mugged a guy from Cincinnati. It was like assault.
Yeah, soccer can get rough.
Aren't they supposed to hold up a card or something?
If they deem it rough enough. But
that was a mugging.
I like when people, like, again, I'm a new soccer fan, but I like when people who don't watch it realize, oh, shit, this is a physical sport. Because it really is. It's a physical sport.
He should have punched that guy in the head.
Yeah, it's brutal, dude. It can get brutal. Some of the slide tackles, dude, I'm like, I hold my knee, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how did he do that? But, yeah, dude, he's playing football in Cincinnati, dude. He's not going anywhere. He loves Jamar Chase. He loves Joe Burrow. He loves everybody else on this offense and this team. He deserves to get money. He deserves to get paid. Yes. But his heart is here. He's playing football here this season, dude.
And Wedge asked, do we think it's a show of good faith that we may actually get to keep him? T. Higgins wants to be a Cincinnati Bengal.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He wants to extend in Cincinnati.
He said
the fact of the matter is the Bengals are just not giving him what he wants to extend.
Yeah.
You can want things all you want, but when it comes down to millions and millions of dollars, whether that's millions of dollars per year, millions of dollars guaranteed, regardless, it's millions of dollars. And he scored.
There we go. Kubo?
No, they should really put numbers on the front of the jerseys.
Was it Acosta? No, it was not Acosta.
No, it was not Acosta.
Young man. I didn't see it. I was looking at you.
Oh, is this where I take my shirt off now, right? Oh, they're showing the Bailey dudes are swinging flags and stuff.
Yes, it's sick, dude. It's
so there is smoke happening. Kelsey is his last name.
Yeah, my stream. Okay, yeah, he's a young guy. He's good. Yeah. Heck yeah, it was a header. Let's go. All right, live. You heard it here first. Probably
Acosta put it up, Buddy bounced it right off his head. That goalie from Philly stinks.
Yeah. Sorry.
Goal FC Cincinnati.
Sorry, Jason Kelsey, friend of the program. Philly's losing tonight, baby. That's good. Are you taking your shirt off? Oh, okay. I thought you were taking your shirt off.
Huge FCC guy. My clothes don't match. I don't care.
This is blue. This is blue.
So we're taking over the world.
That's
best
good.
team in soccer. This is what a watch along is going to be like, guys. We're going to have to jump topic to topic.
Yeah, 100%.
But T. Higgins wants to be a Bengal. All right, we're back. He wants to be a Bengal. He wants to extend here, but the money just probably isn't going to work out.
Yeah.
So I don't think that is going to. I don't think that's going to lead to a long-term deal. Unfortunately, I hope I'm wrong.
Are you in the camp of you think he's gone next year? Or time out. Are you in the camp of I hate having this discussion again. We talked about it ad nauseum in the offseason. Are you in the camp of T. Higgins being tagged again and we go through all this crap one more time? Or are you in the camp of let's just let him walk?
This is going to sound bad, and it's not what I want, but it's what I think I would do if I were Duke Tobin and faced with the reality of the situation. I would tag him again and attempt to trade him. But
if a deal can't happen, if we do this whole thing over again, and the guy, if Mulligeta's like, we would like $500 million over 2 years, and 6 Porsches and a yacht, all right, guy, come on. If a deal can't be made, you got to tag and trade. I'm with you.
So, dude, the Bailey's going crazy.
Isn't it?
They're doing like a.
Isn't it cool? Yes.
There's flags.
Dude, that kid's got a bubble gun. She had a bubble gun.
Guns going on. Dudes are jumping up and down. Look at that kid. That kid's a legend, dude. That's a bubble bazooka.
Yes. I'm telling you, dude, it's fun. It's so fun. You're gonna have a blast when we go.
We have to sit there.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm totally in. Yeah.
Wow. All right. So back to T. Higgins, back to football. I think that obviously best case scenario is you figure out a way to work out a deal. Does Burrow restructure his contract? Maybe. Does Jamar Chase take a little bit less? Maybe. I don't know how you have to make it fit. One of the two, maybe both of the two are going to happen in order for it to work. So I don't think it does.
Yeah.
But I think you could tag him with an attempt to trade him, and people will say, well, the second tag number is going to be up there near $30 million because it's an average of the top 5, and that's true. But is he going to say, I'll take my $30 million for 1 year, or am I going to go take the $60-70 million guaranteed I want because the Bengals will negotiate with a team. They'll work out compensation. That team will call Mulligeta. They'll work out a contract. If it gets extended, deal's done. Maybe. Yeah. But I think the most likely scenario is that he just walks for nothing and they take the 3rd round comp pick. I don't like it. I don't agree with it, but I think that's probably what it's going to be.
I would hate that. I would love to tag and trade and I'm going to be honest, dude, if Burton comes out and has like a, 600 or 800 yard season his rookie year, and it's like, whoa, this cat's good. T moves on. We draft another guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not overly concerned if we end up losing him. I think we'll be fine in the long run. I do. We're gonna pay Jamar Chase. We're going.
Yeah, there's zero question.
No doubt. Yeah, that dude, Uno, is getting paid. It just depends on who his number 2 is going to be. Is it T? Does it end up being, does Burton turn into a stud for us? And then Yoshivas somehow is in the role and we draft a guy, right? There's wide receivers galore. They're replaceable. They are. T is an incredibly talented wide receiver, and I want nothing more than for him to be on the Cincinnati Bengals, but you can always go get another guy. You know what I mean?
Devin Ruck says next year's tag is $26 million because it's 120% of previous years. For some reason or another, I thought it went off the previous season, so it was 120% of the top 5 paid guys for this coming season for next year. So I'd have to check on that. John Paps asked, with the wide receivers we've drafted, are we concerned with replacing him possibly after next year? And you kind of alluded to that already, but I think the addition of Jermaine Burton is so important because
I agree. I do.
I've said what I think it can do this year. I think this year you can put Burton outside, T outside, Chase in the slot. Can we get Chase in motion in the slot onto a linebacker? And if any linebacker in the NFL tries to cover him, it's over with.
Yeah.
But when you look into the year after that, assuming that there's no T Higgins there, you are going to have to have a true outside threat. People like to think that could be Yoshivas, and it could be. We didn't see enough out of him last year to make a determination.
Yeah.
But he's also a late round draft pick for somewhat of a reason. So there's something there. But I think back to the 2022 season where the Bengals go on a 10-game win streak all the way to the AFC Championship, and Burrow played games, no T. Higgins. Fine. No Jamar Chase. Fine. Jamar Chase was out those 4 weeks, and we thought for sure the season was cooked. Yeah. We thought it was that they won every game except for the Cleveland game. That was the first game after he was out, and they just got drubbed.
And what happens if Mike Gesicki just goes off?
He's going to get paid by Carolina after this year.
Or we sign him, because signing a tight end to a couple of years is a lot cheaper than giving T. Higgins the freaking keys to the city of Cincinnati. I mean, it is. I'm not saying Mike Gesicki is a T. Higgins replacement. Don't put those words in my mouth. What I'm saying is, like, there's a lot of options on this team. Not only can you use those options, Burton and these other guys, you can also go sign another wide receiver. There's other guys that are going to be floating around that are talented. You know what I mean? Do you maybe take a step back in talent from T. Higgins signing a guy? Yes, but Drew just alluded to it. We got by fine when our number one was out. I think we can get by fine if T ends up walking. I hate it. I don't want him to leave, but if he walks, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, we've seen Burrow do it. A healthy Burrow is able to win games throwing touchdowns to Trenton Irwin. No shot to Trenton Irwin, but that's just the reality of the situation. When you have a quarterback of Joe Burrow's caliber, they're going to say he's carried by T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and blah, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter is we've seen him without each one of those guys, and he's been able to deliver and play well when he has time and he's healthy. So we're going to go forward moving under the assumption that this new offensive line is going to work out great.
Yeah.
Whether it's Mims or Trent Brown back again after next season with T. Higgins in this scenario gone. Charlie Jones, the slot, if he can bulk up, you can put Burton on the outside. Burton's also going to be able to offer you more athleticism out of the slot than you were getting out of Tyler Boyd. No shot to Tyler Boyd, love him to death, but Jermaine Burton is more athletic than him, and he can be more explosive from the slot. We saw that in his college tape.
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily too worried. Obviously, losing a guy like T. Higgins, who's a big throw it up, go get it, pick it off the top of their head guy, you love to have that. You love to have that threat in the red zone. You love to have that it. I'm going to put it in his area and he's going to go up and make a play guy.
Yeah.
You absolutely do. I'm not saying that you will not miss T. Higgins, but I don't think it's going to be as detrimental as some people might think it's going to be.
Absolutely. Yeah. But the good news is, guess what? He signed his tag and he's playing football with us this year. Hopefully he crests $1,000 and catches the game-winning toss-up in New Orleans in the Super Bowl against whatever scrub team we have to play to win our championship this year.
Well, and that's exactly what I said when I saw the news that he was going to sign the tag. I said, I did not expect it to happen this soon, but let's go win a ring and worry about all that other shit in March.
100%. Yeah. We talk about it here, guys, because that's what's going on. It's the off season. These guys are all on vacation. You saw Joe Burrow in France, Jamar Chase in, I think, France as well.
Burrow's bulky, dude.
$500,000 watch on. Dude, they both look big. Burrow
big. Bulked up.
And Chase is sitting there like he's like flexing his watch like this.
The Richard Milley, it's like $500,000.
Yeah, and he's got some cannons, bro. They both. I know Jamar's like a bigger receiver, but like they both look big, dude.
Okay, Breezy's down. When the Bengals win the Super Bowl, I have committed to smoking crack on the bridge. So I'm not saying anybody should join me, but it sounds like Kevin wants
to. Can I film? I can't smoke crack. I'll lose my job, but I'll film you smoking crack 100%.
Dude, Bengals win the Super Bowl. There's no telling what I might do on that bridge.
What? Okay, so the Bengals win the Super Bowl. Oh my God. I just we're going to go to the parade, right? Like, I think that I'll get alcohol poisoning. Like, I don't think I'll be able to remember my name on that day.
Yeah. I'm just going to probably just sleep on the street.
Yeah.
Because I won't be able to drive back to Dayton afterwards.
I remember that Super Bowl year planning, and maybe it jinxed us. I don't know. Sorry, guys. But
damn it, Ron.
I took that day off of work because the mayor was like, oh, we will do it this day if we win. And I was like, told my boss, hey, I'm not coming to work that day. I'm probably going to text you some inappropriate things. Just be prepared for it because I'm going to be excited. But, dude, can you imagine a Super Bowl parade in Cincinnati? You imagine
so
that?
I did the same thing. I told my work, I said, I need the day after the Super Bowl off because one way or the other, I'm going to need a day to recover.
Yeah.
And the parade's going to be like Wednesday or whatever. Like if that happens, I will not be here. I'm sorry. And they're like, yeah, cool. But looking ahead to a future Super Bowl parade, yeah, dude, it's going to be wild. It's going to happen. Burrow's bringing this team a ring. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to be this year, but Burrow is going to lead this team to a ring. Can you imagine just running around? It's going to be cold. It's going to be February. It's going to be cold down by the river. So we're not going to have to put our garage beer in a cooler. I'm just going to be running around with him in my arms, just hugging people, just high-fiving people, finding the Bengals fans on Twitter that hate me and still giving them a hug because we're not going to care anymore. It's going to be great.
Wedge Gordon says we're building a float, a garage beer float.
Yes.
Will they let us in the parade? That's the question.
Emily Parker, we need to talk.
We do need to talk.
We need to talk.
Elizabeth, we need to talk. When we win the Super Bowl, please let us have a float or something.
Yes.
Or like mini bikes. Can we be on mini bikes? We'll get a DUI. We can't be on mini bikes. Can we
just let me walk?
Yeah. Yes. 100%. Yes. Oh my God. It'll go down. They'll shut it down. They'll shut the city down. It'll go down Freedom Way from Paycor all the way through the red, like that whole area. Oh, it'll just be so electric, dude.
I say we take it all the way up to Cleveland.
Yep. Yes.
Take the Bengals Super Bowl parade all the way up there and just double bird them.
An hour, or no, how many? 4 hours up, 4-hour parade up, and then everybody, you're on your own getting home. Let's do it. Shut down the highway, call in the National Guard, all the way up to Cleveland, flip them the bird, and then chug garage beer.
Tony wants to see me and Jason Kelsey on a garage beer float. And who am I? Who are we to not give him what he wants?
Yes.
In that scenario. Take this pitch on 71. Giddy up, boys. That's right. We're going.
Oh my God. The city, after everything we've been through, it'll just be, when it happens, I'm manifesting it, will be just the biggest party this city's ever seen. Like,
it's going to be
100%.
Bonkers, dude.
Oh my God.
I might just have to quit my job because I don't know when I'll make it home.
Yeah. I'll lose my car. I'll have to walk home because my wife will be like, I'm not picking you up. I can smell you through the phone. It'll be so electric.
It's always fun to dream, but one day we'll live it.
I can't wait to clip this portion and have all the Kansas City fans tell us how stupid we are. That's
God.
That's what I mean. Because they've had 3 parades. Oh my God.
And they'll comment just to let us know how much they don't care about us.
Yeah. And like, our parade was fun. Have you had one? Oh my God.
Fro makes a good point. You think Red's opening day is a holiday down there? Wait till that Bengals Super Bowl parade. Going to be wild. Yeah. Look, Tony's a good guy. He's going to give us rides home.
I like Tony.
That's a loyal supporter. A loyal
to the Berg.
I'm only a little bit disappointed that you're going to be sober enough to drive, but that's okay. Somebody's got to do it.
We'll mess that up. We'll be like, come on, man, have like a few, and then we'll have to figure out how to get
7.
Home. Yeah.
But back to T. I think part of why T wants to do this is I think he loves his teammates. I think he loves Burrow. I think he loves Chase.
Philly
somebody's
scored.
Upset.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sorry. Go. Keep talking.
Oh, that guy stinks.
Yeah. Look at all 6 of their fans waving their T-shirts up in the stands. We've both interrupted each other with soccer goals on this show.
Their fans are far less attractive than ours. We had like some good looking people and families up there. Handsome. They just got hillbillies up there swinging towels. Mm-hmm. So they should get on out. FC Cincinnati's goalie looks a little bit like Evan McPherson with a mustache. Back to T. Higgins, though. I think he wants to be at camp because he understands that he wants to. He loves Burrow. He loves Chase. He loves the team. He loves Cincinnati. He loves the people. He's said all these things. But I also think he understands the value of a full training camp. The offense is going to be a little bit different this year. I don't expect drastic changes going from Brian Callahan to Dan Pitcher, but I think that there could be some tweaks and some changes just going from one guy to the other.
That's a good point.
He recognizes that it puts him in the best position to go win a Super Bowl. It puts him in a position to be the best he can for his team. And in doing that, he's going to set himself up better to have a huge season, put up good numbers, and hit a massive deal next spring, wherever that may be.
Yeah.
Now, he could sit out this entire season and go get paid next offseason. I do believe that. But it's always better to go to the negotiating table when you're looking for a contract and say, look what I just did last year. Because it's a what have you done for me lately league. Look what I just did last year. So he's going to be at camp. He's going to be locked in. He's going to get the timing. He's going to get any of the intricacies and the changes that have come with the offense. And he's going to hit week 1 ready to go. People were saying it looked like it took Bates a couple weeks to get back into form after the season started because he showed up late. We're not going to have to do that with Higgins. He's got new teammates. There are new receivers that are going to be there. There's a new tight end. There's new wide receivers in the room. So there's going to be a lot of stuff for him to pick up on. And I just think that he sees the value in doing that. And that shows you that even though he wants his money, T. Higgins is not a selfish guy because he could say, well, I'll see you guys at the end of July, right when I have to. But he's like, no, man, I'm going to sign now. I want to be there for my team. And that's what we're going to do. So shout out to T for that. He didn't have to do this. He's choosing to do this. And that shows you what kind of a teammate he is. And he's not just some selfish prick looking for a bunch of money.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, Drew Chrisman said it to us, right? The NFL, they want to see what you've done now. You know what I mean? So put the
shout out there. Shout out Birmingham Stallions, UFL champions. I demand that they give Drew Chrisman a ring.
I agree. I totally agree. We should just make one. We should get one made and send it to him. But it's awesome that he's here. Like, this is like a really pivotal year. Like, it's a year we can do it. Like you said, there's new positions, like Tony said, running back, tight ends, wide receivers. There's an entirely almost new offensive line that, like, Joe Burrow and these wide receivers are going to have to learn new timing because let's be real. Joe Burrow is going to have more time in the pocket. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to have to realize, oh man, I don't need to expect that ball as quick maybe because Joe can stand there for 3 seconds versus 1.5 before he gets massacred. You know what I mean? So they're going to be able to run extended routes and probably play with the route tree a little bit because our protection is better. And they're going to be able to maybe do some more fancy routes. Maybe we'll see those James Rapine go balls and those different posts and sticks, like just different things that take longer, maybe plays that take longer to come to fruition because we have better protection, So it's just everybody on the team is going to have to like adjust their clock.
And more flexibility. Like,
it really does. Yeah.
Like Rebecca says in the chat, there is more flexibility in this offense when you have a Jermaine Burton because you could never put Boyd outside. Nobody was ever going to appreciate Boyd as an outside threat. No shot to him. It just wasn't his game. And Kay Breezy makes a good point. We're going to have more Mama T at Bengal Jim's tailgates on Sunday. She is awesome, dude. She is a phenomenal. She is a top 5 sports mom on Twitter in all sports. Mama T is goated.
I tell you, that woman loves her son. She's intense. We were going to have her on the show. I don't know how many months ago.
last season.
I said something and she started defending T because maybe what I said sounded like I was trying to dig. And she was like ready to just kick my ass over her son. And I tell you what, if I ever talk to her again, I don't care. I appreciated that. It was awesome. So I stopped bugging her about coming on the show. We only had like one conversation, but she's ready to go to war for T. She is a kick-ass mama.
I feel like that's how my mom would be if she saw my Twitter mentions. My mom, like, she's Mama Bear. You don't mess with her kids. If she like took a scroll through my Twitter mentions, she'd probably be ready to fight. But she's smart and she stays off Twitter. Ron, you did say it earlier. Tony said it earlier, but it's never a bad time. We are like 17 watch hours away on YouTube from being able to give you guys memberships to where it is a couple bucks or whatever we set it at. And you can have like special emojis, priority in the chat, members only content if we do it, not only fans. But you can do like members only videos. We could do watch along stuff that we want to do as this channel grows. So if you could tell your friends to watch our channel, put it on mute while you're like cutting the grass and just let it play. We can manipulate YouTube. They're probably going to see this and flag me, but we're getting close. So it'll just unlock some things we can do on the channel to give you guys a more customizable experience. Not trying to pay my rent off you guys, but any income that we do draw, we usually just put back into the show with giveaways or upgrading our equipment or something to make it better for you. So I'm not trying to pay my mortgage off you guys, but if you could share the page, share the YouTube, make sure you're subscribed, all that good stuff that you're supposed to ask for here. We're getting to the 45-minute mark. We're tied 1-1. Now it says on the screen for the FC Cincinnati game, maybe you can explain this as the soccer aficionado of the show, but it says 49 minutes, 30 seconds, but then there is a +5. So does that mean there's going to be at least 95 minutes of soccer played in total?
So we're looking at the half, right? So 90 minutes, 45
is it halftime?
Minutes. Yeah, the half is 45 minutes, right? So
why are they playing then?
Because that +5 denotes that there was 5 minutes total that the guy did the math of stoppage. So stoppage is when a guy falls on the ground and pretends to be hurt because some of them are soft or something happens that stops the game, right? Because it's a running clock. So that +5 means they're playing 5 additional minutes, and then you go to halftime.
Why not just click stop on the clock?
Because they just the European mind cannot comprehend stopping the clock.
Like football game, somebody gets hurt, clock stop.
Yep, it doesn't happen. It's a running clock, so they do the stoppage time.
So they just willingly do math.
Yep, it's absurd.
Recreational math.
Yep, and then like I said in the stadium, you have no idea. They just put it on the board. The guy could just make it up. They could just be like, oh, shit, I think there was like 3. Yeah, 3 minutes. Do 3.
All right, so we are officially at halftime, knotted up at 1-1. Shout out to Apple TV for letting me be able to watch this game. So I'm learning here. I'm learning. So we're not going to be here for the end of the game. If you have Apple TV, you can turn it on and watch it. We're still going to hope for Kubo to score a goal so I can win a couple bucks. And I'm looking forward to learning more about FCC and going to the stadium. And I truly hope to sit in the Bailey.
Yeah, I truly hope
to. But I also don't know if I'm in good enough physical shape to be in the Bailey after watching some of the things I've seen. These people haven't stopped moving.
They jump around.
I don't know if I have 90 plus however many secret minutes there are of just jumping around up and down.
I like that. Secret minutes. I'm not using the term stoppage anymore. Secret minutes. That's what.
Hey, bro, what are you doing? Oh, watching the soccer game. Oh, cool. How much time's left? It's a secret, dude. I don't know.
It's a secret. Will you post Tony Taphorn's comment here about the swimming? He wants us.
Let's get Tony his swimming fix.
Give him his swimming fix here. Katie
Ledecky. That is a name I've heard.
Yes, it is. It is.
I don't know if I've heard it for good reasons or bad reasons. I don't know, but that is a name in the swimming community I've heard.
I don't know what blowing away the field means. This is a family program, so I'm just going to assume she's winning, and it's not an inappropriate thing. But I also don't know what the 1,500 is. I'm assuming that is a good thing, Tony.
Meters,
1,500 meters. So down, back, down. That's a shit ton of swimming. My God.
Is 1,500 meters a lot?
It feels like a lot of swimming. What's Tony? Type in the comments.
I operate in American distances.
Yeah, Tony,
I don't know meters.
What's the average Olympic-sized swimming pool? What is the size?
Tony says she's winning and it isn't close. So shout out Katie Ledecky. 1,500 meters is a distance. 30 pool lengths?
I could do 2 laps and I'm going to die.
30? So they just go down and back 15 times or 30 times?
So, is it down back or is it?
So is it 30 down and backs or is it just 30 passes on length of? Because that's a lot different. 15 is that covering enough? See, Tony, we're gonna have to make you our official swimming correspondent.
Live, Tony Tapboard.
Live. So 1,500 meters is approximately 1 U.S. mile. I don't know if I've swam a mile in the last 15 years.
It's 30 down and backs. 1 lap down and back equals 2 lengths. So what's a length? You're just throwing up words now, Tony. Now I don't know what we're talking about.
So I think one lap down and back is 2 links, so you have to do it 15 times.
15 times. Okay.
K Breezy says that Ledecky is the Michael Phelps of women's swimming, if not better. Okay. I know Michael Phelps was like smoking dope and eating a ton of pancakes. Yeah. He was like, I eat like 1 million calories a day. So 30 length is 15 laps. So they down and back 15 times.
So
that's a lot.
That's a ton. I want to throw up just thinking about that. We on the Big Play Cincy podcast support women's sports. We're huge Caitlin Clark fans. We'll just go ahead and claim and put the claim out there. We're a Katie Ledecky podcast.
Big Katie Ledecky show.
Huge. I've been following her for 10 minutes. Is that how long we've been talking about her? I've been a lifelong fan of Katie Ledecky for 10 minutes. Let's go, girl. Get the gold. Let's go. Garage beer's on us. Garage beer's on us when you win.
I have a feeling swimmers don't drink a lot of beer, but
they should. They're missing out. That's stupid. That's dumb.
Yeah, because
a lot of beer.
It'll help you float, right?
Yes, buoyancy, I believe that's called.
There's an Olympic pool in Lucas Oil Stadium right now. This is happening in a football stadium.
I think the bigger marvel is she managed. Oh, okay, football's involved. Yeah, we care,
dude. We should drink beer.
You'll find out.
I should. Tony, thanks for sharing the information for us. Yeah, I learned a lot. Good call, Kevin. I've learned a lot about swimming. Big time swimming program.
Huge.
For all of you in the Cincinnati market that want updates on swimming, we are now experts.
Yes.
So tap in. But I did not know that it was happening at Lucas Oil Stadium. That's crazy. How do you just put a pool in there?
I don't know. Water. I bet water's involved. I can tell you that much.
Lots of pool talk in my life right now. Mom just got a pool. My parents are divorced, traumatizing, but my dad has a pool at his house.
My parents are divorced as well. It's probably why we're such a good match to host this program.
Well, I was just like, for the people that made it know, like 2 separate houses. I'm talking pool there, pool there. You have a pool. My buddy just bought a pool today. There's all kinds of pool.
Oh, your dad has a pool. Anyway, okay.
My dad has a pool. I'm not staying at this house forever. So I'm not going to go through the trouble of setting up a pool. When I move into the house that I plan on dying in, I will put in a pool, but this is not going to be it. So I'm going to sell this in a few years, make some money, and then use that money to put in my pool. But lots of pool talk. I want to see it in the football stadium. Tony, how can I watch this? Or maybe highlights? Because I just want to see what that looks like.
YouTube? I don't know. I have no idea.
Kevin, also divorced parents.
Tony, I got a pool. I agree with you. We bought our house because it has a pool. It has an in-ground pool. It came with it. I did not install it because if you go get a quote to get a pool right now, it's like 100 G's, brother. It's ridiculous.
In-ground pool is crazy. Yeah. So it is. I can confirm the money pit thing though. My dad put his in when I was like 15. It's like 30 foot long and 20 feet wide. It's huge.
Yeah.
And then we built like a square deck at one end. And then over time, just built around it. Now it is like fully wrapped in a deck. There's a tiki bar. It's elite, but man, it cost a lot of money and took a lot of work. But we are having my daughter's birthday party there. So she has a lifetime pool pass.
Playoff party at Tex from Dad's house.
Playoffs? Like football playoffs?
Yeah, we got to work football.
It's going to be cold.
Don't worry about it. We got it. It's pull or plunge, man. Don't worry about it.
So Tony says we can watch it on NBC. Wedge Gordon says Peacock. Cincy Jake says we can watch it on the cock. So that is what the Peacock app has been dubbed.
Let's end it there. 53 minutes. Go watch Swimming on the Cock. Sponsors, I apologize. Let's end it there. Big Play Cincy. What do you got? You got something? Oh, yeah. I killed mine, so I'll...
Oh, no, I didn't get it all.
Oh, come on. I smashed. God, we're so tough. I think Jason Kelsey thinks that's like, he'll see that and be like, oh, yeah, I should go on their program. That's what'll make it happen right there.
There's a photo of the pool on our Discord channel. You should join our Discord if you're not in there yet. You can find the links on our Twitter. You can DM one of us if you don't find it because we haven't posted in a while. Discord's a blast. I'm trying to do a better job of being a better Discord host.
Same.
And locking in more, but it is a good time. It's pretty much just a giant group chat of supporters of our show. And we just it's the same kind of dumb stuff you expect from me on Twitter on a different platform, but we get some good conversations going in there. So yeah, man, that is what we've got for you guys today. It's been fun to talk soccer, learn soccer. It's been great to learn swimming. Yeah. I know a lot more about swimming than I did 20 minutes ago. So for that, I'm thankful. Big Katie Ledecky program.
You go, girl.
You go, girl. That is right. We will be back on our regularly scheduled Thursday next week. I apologize for the change. I apologize for not announcing the change sooner because me and Ron talked about this like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Probably should have told people that, but we appreciate everybody who switched it around, tuned in with us on a Wednesday night. If you could, leave a comment on this episode after the live stream ends. It helps us with the algorithm. We get the watch hours that we need. We're going to be able to unlock some more stuff on the channel to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more customized to you guys. K Breezy said, "Who has a wedding on Thursday?" It's a whole thing. We won't get. But that's the new wave. I've heard that's the new wave. Weekday weddings.
Absurd.
I push mine to after football season. Have to have it after football season. So yeah, but you know what, man?
Crime at your wedding during football season. That's absurd.
Dude, I one time was invited to a wedding when it wasn't like a big Michigan game. I think it was an Ohio State Notre Dame game, like a big time prime time. Yeah. And we were at a wedding, and my entire family was just huddled around an iPhone with a cup on it, so it made it louder. And that's what we did the entire wedding reception, was just watch football on a phone.
And I know we're trying to get out of here, but like I think as a sports guy, like if there's a wedding and there's some kind of sporting event on the same day, it's your obligation to groan about it. Like, what? It's gonna have a wedding on the Kentucky Derby? Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care. But like, you have to groan if someone.
It's a law. Yeah, I was once invited. I was once in a wedding on a Saturday when I was coaching Pee Wee football, so I couldn't make the game. And then some other guy just ruined my defense and we lost. So I blame my buddy for putting me in his wedding on a September Saturday. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Now we get into. You get into the February, the March, you got to be careful. You got to work around March Madness. Mm-hmm. April, probably pretty clear. You got some NBA playoffs, but there's not that many diehard NBAs. You can maybe get around it. So really you just
stop getting married, folks. It's bullshit.
Yeah, maybe just go to the courthouse and just post it on Facebook and we'll figure it out.
Quit bothering other people with your love. Okay. Do you get it? We got sports to watch. I love love. I love sports. I love playoffs and all of that. Yeah. But there's just got to be a happy balance. There does.
So if you're thinking about having a football season wedding, ladies, check to make sure that your husband is not a fan of a team that would be playing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that I would show up to my own wedding if it was happening during a Bengals game.
Yeah, I don't think I would either. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're a Bengals fan, hey, man, you might. Last year it didn't happen, but that was a fluke year. You're going to be in the playoffs, right? If you're a Ravens fan, you're probably got to watch out. Browns fan, they're getting good. If you're a Pittsburgh fan, you can probably get married during the playoff time. You're good to go. So.
Yeah, after first week of January, you're good. So when we planned my wedding, I actually said it had to be a week after when the Super Bowl parade would be, just in case the Bengals were to have won.
Yep.
And it was cheaper because it was in the wintertime, so it was cool. Mm-hmm. The venue actually stinks. That place sucks. No free ads. Don't book your wedding at that place. But
that place.
you learn, you live and you learn. By the way, at the end of the day, we got married. We went to Vegas. I lost some money. So that's what it is. We love you guys. We will be back on our regularly scheduled Thursday next week at 8:00. Saying more dumb things into these microphones. We appreciate you all. We'll see you next week.
Okay.